Hello.
How are you?
I'm good.
It's good to see you.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Will you start by introducing yourself?
Okay, my name is Wayambe Kange. I'm from Namibia. I'm a senior development planner in the Ministry of Agriculture, Water and Land Reform, where I'm focused on water and sanitation.
What does it mean to be a senior development planner? What do you plan?
We do planning when it comes to implementation. We come up with a plan of water and sanitation infrastructure that are needed and where they are needed.
What type of infrastructure?
Infrastructure such as water points and toilets, sanitation facilities.
How did you come to do this? Did you always want to work in sanitation? Did you always work in sanitation?
It all started one day when I found a gap in the sanitation industry. I've realized a lot of people go for water investment, a lot of people do planning for water accessibility, but none of them took a take in infrastructure of sanitation. So then I decided I want to do it.
That's amazing. Infrastructure seems to come a lot in what you're saying. Planning, you now do planning for infrastructure. You saw a gap specifically in infrastructure. Is there something that triggered your focus on infrastructure? Did something happen that made you see there is really a gap, whether it's sanitation infrastructure or otherwise?
Yes, I can say yes. It was one day when I and my boss were going on a long trip in the northern part of the country, Otapi, a remote area. We wanted to go and visit water infrastructure that were built there. So during the road, it was a long road, we were tired. We sat under a certain tree close to the road. We were just there having our water and relaxing when an incident happened. People from the nearby village came under the same tree. By then, we didn't know what they were looking for, but we were just there having our water, minding our own business. My boss is a doctor by philosophy. So I called him, "Doctor, what is that we are going to do when we reach there?" Hearing that, I noticed that this woman and the people that came here, they were looking for a transport to go to the hospital because the woman was in labor.
Wow.
So by hearing the word doctor, they got confused. They thought, oh, we are going to the hospital and we couldn't get a transport, and here is a doctor. Let's make use of the opportunity. They brought the woman to the doctor and said, "Doctor, we were going to the hospital, but there's no transport. The woman is in labor, the child is coming. Can you assist?"
Wow.
It was a terrible moment. So I was trying to explain to them, no, we are not doctor by medical, but it's a doctor by philosophy. But they couldn't, because it was a moment of tension, it was a moment of confusion. So there's nothing we can do. The baby was already coming, so we have to take a step. What else can we do?
Right. What did you do at that moment?
Yeah, we think that we have got advanced technology now. The baby was already coming, so none of us have ever helped in a delivery. So we made a video call to a medical doctor so that he can give us instruction on what are we supposed to do in that case. So the doctor gave us instruction, the baby came out, he gave us instruction to cut off the umbilical cord. Luckily, there was a nearby stall where they sell basics, and we happened to buy a blade there. As by the instruction of the doctor, we cut off the umbilical cord, and then we wrapped the baby in our clothes. We took the baby and the mother to the hospital.
Wow.
Yes.
So you actually delivered a baby on the roadside?
I did. However, it was not a plan.
I'm sure it was not a plan.
Yes.
Why were they leaving? There was no facility in their village?
No, there was no facility. There was no good road. There was no hospital. Everything has to be done somewhere in a nearby town.
And I'm assuming if you were there to inspect water facility, even water for health services are important. Were there even the facilities there?
There were nothing. It's a remote area, there's nothing.
How has that impacted what you do today?
From that day on, I realized that there's a need for infrastructure everywhere. It doesn't matter what infrastructure. That time for them, it was lack of road and a transport. But every infrastructure is important. Being it a road, being it a hospital, being it a water point, being it a sanitation facility, a toilet, every infrastructure is very important. So from that day on, I decided, because I take more, I will dig more in sanitation planning to make sure that even where there was a gap of sanitation facility, we'll close it. And that's what triggered me to become a sanitation planner now.
Amazing. That's an amazing story. A sanitation planner in the ministry. Is it important for you to work at the ministry, to work in the public sector?
It's very important because the public sector are the ones that are responsible for everybody, inclusive of rich, poor, tall, short, male, female. They are all under the responsibility of a public sector. And it's only the public sector that can provide inclusive services.
And you feel you're able to have impact in the role that you have now?
Yes, I really feel so.
Is there, what are you the most proud of?
I'm very proud now that I can deliver service, I can plan and better somebody's life. When we plan, implementation is done, somebody's life is bettered.
Where is that baby today? Do you know?
Yeah, I saw the baby 4 years back. He's still in the village, living with the parents.
How old is he now?
I think she's, it's a he. He is now maybe 6. Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And does that memory stay with you in the work that you continue to do?
Everywhere, and inspires me a lot. It inspires me to do better.
That's amazing. My last question for you, Waya, is what are you in service of?
To see everybody doing better, to make sure that everybody is having access to the basic that will better their life.
From giving birth to a baby to continuing to give birth to services so that other women don't have to give birth on the roadside.
Yes.
And can have access to the services that they need to live a dignified life.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.